How's it going, everyone? Avian back here with another episode of SkyFactory. Last episode we left off on just getting started, expanding our platform a little bit, getting some basics. We worked our way up to a crushing tub, drying racks, and some bonsai pots. The goal for this episode is we're going to try and get up here towards the cottonwood and the sand saplings. Maybe a little bit further, we'll just have to see what we can do. For right now, I want to go ahead and get that one achievement done, so I'm going to go ahead and throw some dirt acorns in here. But I'm also going to need to make some chests, because we're starting to run a little low on storage space. So, go ahead and make a couple of double chests here. And we'll go ahead and place those probably right here. And that way we can throw some of this resin and these saplings and such all in here. And then we'll just put everything else up in this chest. And we'll keep the wood on us because we tend to use quite a bit of the wood. Alright. So, with that being said, I believe our next objective is a bone sapling. So, let me see if I can find us a bone sapling here. So we need a petrified sapling and we need some bone meal. So in order to get bone meal, it looks like we want to take gravel. And we want to toss that in some water and that'll give us bone meal. So then what we need to do is we need to figure out how we get gravel. Gravel resin, gravel acorns. Interesting. So, gravel sapling then, maybe? Gravel sapling is down here. Let's look that up then. Gravel. If we look over here to the gravel sapling, we need petrified sapling and some gravel acorns, which it looks like we can get by throwing petrified saplings in the crushing tub with sap. How do we get sap? That's what I want to know. Not quite sure how we get that. So, sap, maybe we throw some acorns in there and we step on them? Maybe that's the solution? Ah, we do. Alright, so we've got 8 gravel acorns. Okay, and that produces the extra sap. Awesome. Alright, so then we need a petrified sapling. Take that and our gravel acorns. And then boom. We have gravel sapling. So now what I can go ahead and do is I can go ahead and pick this up, this little bonsai. I can throw it back down with the gravel sapling. Go ahead and harvest this one right here. Put that stuff up there. Alright, now we just let that grow and we're going to harvest it. And what we need is in order to make the bone sapling, we need bone meal. We need a total of 8. So we basically just need water in a cauldron. And we need gravel. So then, how can we get water? There's a dehydrator. A couple of other things. What about a squeezer? Is that something we can... it's not something we can make right yet. So, I think I'm just going to go ahead and make the cauldron. There's that. Place that here. Now we're collecting some rain in that. Probably go ahead and make another one just for safekeeping. And then we'll go ahead and harvest these right here. Alright, now what we need next is we need probably to make a bucket, I would think. So we can actually make something called a clay bucket, which we need an unfired clay bucket. So we need 3 clay for that. Take some of this out. Can we just turn that into 4 clay? Yep. And then, boom, unfired clay bucket. Then we can take that, we can throw it in there, and we got the dirt acorn achievement, which is great. So we put everything back up there. Let me go ahead and harvest these. Just bring us one step closer to our goal. There we go. Alright, so now that that bucket's done, we're getting some water in both of these cauldrons, which is what I like to see. And then on top of the water, we needed to throw, what was it, gravel. So how many? We have 3 gravel acorns, we have 3 gravel resin. So we're going to need a little bit more gravel coming in. So I'm going to go ahead and make this a gravel one. We don't have another gravel sapling at the moment, it seems. We need to take some acorns, probably some petrified acorns, I'd say. So we needed another gravel sapling, which is why we needed these. And we needed a petrified sapling. Yes, gravel acorns. Throw the dirt in there, and there's the gravel sapling. And it's a little bit more of the progress. Don't forget, guys, if you're liking this video, make sure to drop a like and a comment down below. Let us know how we're doing. And let us know if there's anything you want to see. Go ahead and make me another crook here. And there's that. I'll have to wait for those to decay naturally because I can't really reach them. Alright. Go ahead and collect from both of these gravel bits. And then I'll go ahead and put up the petrified stuff. Ooh, I got a piece of flint. That's cool. Petrified acorns. And then we can go ahead. We can continue to make us some gravel. So now what I know is we can throw that in there and we get 3 bone meal. We just need this a couple more times and then we'll be able to make ourselves a bone sapling, which will make it a little bit easier to get the stuff that we're going after. So I'm going to keep doing this until we can get enough bone meal, and I'll see you back here. Alright guys, we're back. I now have the 9 bone meal I need to make us a bone sapling. Still working on collecting from the gravel stuff here. So what we need to do is we need search up bone here. In order to make a bone sapling, we need bone meal and a petrified sapling. So if I take a petrified one here, surround it in bone meal, boom, there we go. And this way, I can just run around it for a second, and hopefully it'll grow, and that way I can get a few more saplings out of it before I put it in a bonsai pot. There we go. Awesome. I'll go ahead and throw one back right there for right now. And these trees are done. I need to go ahead and make myself a new axe real quick. Boom, there's a new axe. So I went ahead and got some more bricks, so that way I could go ahead and make us another bonsai pot. I just need probably some dirt saplings, so that way I can get the dirt that I need. So I actually might need to break that for right now. Go ahead and run around here for a second, because we need some dirt saplings, so that way, or not some dirt saplings, but we need some dirt itself, so that way I can get some more planted stuff in bonsai pots. Alright, so let me go ahead and run around this again. And then that should be everything. Cool. Alright. Go ahead and grab those dirt acorns back real quick. Take that there. Go ahead and throw some stuff here. And then boom, we've got some more dirt. And now I can throw down another bonsai pot with another piece of dirt, and then boom, we can plant some of these bone saplings. Go ahead and throw this other piece of dirt in here for now, and then poof. Awesome. Another step down. We'll breeze through this main SkyFactory enchantment page pretty quickly. It doesn't take too much effort to get through this, I don't think, but then we're going to get into much more difficult stuff like Age of Enhancement and Age of Farming. Age of Power is a lot in itself, and then Age of Storage is probably the hardest one to get through, I think, just because it requires so much effort in so many areas. Age of Exploration's not as bad, but it's something to get through. And then all the things OMG lol. This one's going to be a little bit more tasteful, to say the least. So what we need to do next is we need to get a cottonwood sapling. Cottonwood and a sand sapling. So let's go ahead and I'm going to look up sand first. Sapling. So we need petrified sapling and sand acorns. In order to get sand acorns, we need to take gravel ones and crush them in the crushing tub. It's pretty easy. Gravel acorns. And there's sand ones. Go ahead and give me those. We'll go ahead and take a petrified sapling here. And then poof, sand sapling. We'll go ahead and throw it around here. Just sprint around for a sec. We can go ahead and get a couple more saplings to go with that. And there we go. Throw that crook off there, make us another one real fast. And I just realized I'm out of food. Or did I put my food in here by accident? I did. I put my food in here by accident. Go figure. Alright. Next on the list is the cottonwood, which should be hopefully just as easy. So if I search up cotton, here's a cottonwood sapling. So what we need is we need cottonwood acorns, and we need a jungle sapling, or bone meal, vines, and a jungle sapling. Either one will work. Looks like we can only get the acorns from already growing the tree, so it looks like this is going to be the way we have to do it. So first things first, we need a little bit of gravel, and we need to throw it in some water. So let me go ahead and take... Do we have more gravel acorns around here? Where are they? That's bone, sand, clay. We have gravel resin. I don't think we have gravel acorns at the moment. Go ahead and harvest these. Probably have to do is I'll probably have to break this real quick. And then I'll have to grow one by hand, run around here for a second. And there we go. Throw that back in there. And then there's that. And I believe we have enough to make a piece of gravel. There's our gravel. We go ahead and take that and we throw that into the water. There's bone meal. We go ahead, put the rest of that up. We still have 10 bone meal. I can't believe I ignored that. What we need next is we need vines. So we'll need to dry a jungle sapling on a drying rack in order to get the vines. Or put it through a dehydrator. But that's something that we're a little bit out of the range of doing. So in order to make a jungle sapling, I need to take a clay sapling and mud. So I have some clay saplings. What I need to do is I need to throw dirt in some water, and that gives us mud. Cool beans. So there's a piece of dirt, convenient. And we needed to take, what kind of sapling was it? It was a clay sapling. Right. So bone, sand, clay. There we go. Alright, and then we have 3 of these, so we need to hang one up. Put these away. So as soon as that finishes drying, which it's on 22% and counting, once that finishes drying, we'll have everything we need to make the sapling. There is something I believe you can make with these jungle saplings too, though, which I'd actually like. If I can get a hold of it. Apple sapling. So in order to get an apple sapling, it looks like the only way to do it is to already be able to grow it. Apple seeds, maybe? When planted becomes an apple sapling. Okay. So we need to crush an apple in a crushing tub, and that gives us apple juice. Okay, so then how can I get an apple? I have a chance of getting an apple through regular oak saplings. How can I get an oak sapling? I can take a dirt sapling and throw it in water. Okay. Take a dirt sapling, throw it in some water. Well, there's my vines in the meantime. Vines, jungle, and then boom, cottonwood. So now we have cottonwood. We're going to need to go through a similar process again. We're going to grow it once or twice and mine up some of the stuff that comes from it, just so that way we have some extra saplings in the future. Alright. I'm going to do some of this for a second, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I managed to go ahead and get us a couple more cottonwood saplings. Went ahead and threw some of them in the bonsai pots here. We're working on trying to get enough to make, I suppose, some string and stuff. So, trying to figure out how exactly I can make wool. Sheep essence. Cauldron. Just throw any wool, white dye. Well, looks like about the only method. is getting string or drying cottonwood leaves. That's awesome, actually. Cottonwood leaf. Go ahead and dry that out. Our goal is to try and make a bed. Probably make a bed, and I think that's where we'll end this episode on. We made quite a bit of progress in a pretty short period of time. I know it's not a whole lot of exciting progress. That's why I'm trying to speed through it, so that way I can get us into more exciting things like obtaining redstone and iron and lapis and lead. Because once we start getting into all the fun different kinds of metals, that's when I'll be able to dive into other parts of this mod pack. All the different machines and automation. Maybe I'll be able to even dive into stuff like magical crops, which would be awesome. So, go ahead and harvest these again right here. We're getting a lot of these cottonwood resins and cottonwood acorns. I'm not really sure what to do with these at the moment. I'm not really sure what cottonwood amber would be good for, if we can even smelt that. Can't really make cottonwood leaves in order to get the strings any faster. So, I guess it's just a matter of waiting. Alright guys, we're back here. We managed to get the last of the string we need and make our third and final piece of wool, which means we have a bed. Go ahead and throw it right here for good measure. And we have now set a spawn point. Won't be able to get that nap time achievement until it turns nighttime again, which will be a minute. But I think that works for me. Alright guys, well, I think we're going to go ahead and end this episode here. We've managed to get a bed. We've managed to progress through the advancement book a little more. We've got all the way up to the buckets, cauldron, and even into string and a bed. So next episode we're going to start diving more into metals. We're going to get into tin, coal, and hopefully the most important one, iron. Once we're able to get into all that, we'll start being able to make fun machines and automating stuff. And hopefully I get to show you guys one of my favorite SkyFactory mods, and that is the magical crops. Or I believe in this mod pack it's called mystical agriculture. But, alright guys, have a wonderful day. Make sure to hit that like button, comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe if you're feeling froggy to stick around. Me and my buddy Hunter are working on some other content. At this point you'll have seen our Escapists series getting put up, and looking at starting some other stuff here soon. Make sure to check out his page, as I'm going to drop it in the description down below, and I'll see you guys later.